Hello beautiful and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this video. We are going to do a full face of NYX. I have a bunch of NYX here. This isn't even all the NYX that I own, and we're just going to do a full face. And listen, we need to talk about NYX. We need to talk about why they're not as talked about in the beauty community anymore. Why I think that might be. And we're just, while I'm doing that, we're going to use some of my holy grail makeup, because some of my holy grail makeup is from NYX. But most of it is discontinued, which is a problem. But we're just gonna do some NYX. I'm gonna use some of my holy grail products. I'm gonna try a couple of new products to me, and we're just gonna see where it takes us. And if you haven't been in before, hello, my name is Angie. I'm just such a lover of beauty and makeup. I love experimenting, trying new things, playing with color especially. And I don't discriminate. I love playing with color and neutral and inexpensive and expensive makeup. And today we're doing a colorful but inexpensive look. So that's what we're gonna do. And if you want to see more videos from me, don't forget to subscribe, because I do upload 5 videos a week. Okay, so I don't have any makeup on at all right now. I actually I have 2 primers from NYX. This one was sent to me as PR. I do get some PR from NYX, but not all of it. And I think that, you know what we're gonna do actually? I'm gonna zoom in, I'm gonna apply my makeup, and I'm gonna talk about this, and I might not talk that much about the makeup. Maybe a bit, just a little bit. But most of the things that I have from NYX, I've purchased myself. Some things I've gotten in PR, and then I've loved them so much that I kept repurchasing them. And some things that I'm gonna use here is PR, but far from everything. But I did get this primer, bear with me, sent as PR. This is more of a gripping primer. This is like in a jar or in a tub, and it has like a little lid like this, and it is literally, I don't know if you can see, but it's literally like jelly, and it's like running out of the packaging. It's a weird primer, but it reminds me a bit like how it wears. It reminds me a bit of the Hydro Grip primer from Milk, and then I have the Marshmallow primer. This one is more of a smoothing and hydrating primer. This one I bought myself. It's a really nice primer. The only thing I don't like with this is that it has a very sweet marshmallow scent, and I'm not the biggest fan of something that's that sweet and almost like sickly sweet on my face. Okay, let's zoom in and I'll apply my makeup, and let's just talk about NYX as a brand. I will link everything down in the description box, so if there's anything you're wondering about the things that I'm wearing, or about like my top or anything like that, or what shade I'm choosing, everything will be in the description box, linked together with my merch shop, my vlog channel, and my other socials. So don't forget to check the description box. I'm still loving the Bear With Me. This is one of my absolute favorite foundations. It is more like a light coverage, very hydrating, like gel-like foundation. You can see it goes out almost like a gel. I like mixing 2 shades. I will put it in the info down below. This is being discontinued. Here is what I think that NYX is doing wrong. Every time they come out with something new, they don't come out with new shades or a new twist on something that's already existing. They keep coming out with brand new lines, brand new underlines, brand new themes, brand new like formulas several times a year, and it just ends up being too much. It ends up being too much, and you end up looking at NYX like a brand where you don't know the brand. You don't know what they have, because they have so many different things. I just thought I would do this as an example, because NYX used to be such a hyped, inexpensive brand. Like, remember the NYX Face Awards? I don't even think they do that anymore, because it's just not as hyped of a brand. People are just not talking that much about NYX products on social media. I don't know how they sell in real life, but I can tell you that it's just not exciting as a brand on social media anymore. And when I was doing some research for this video, because I love NYX, like I said, some of these things are my absolute holy grails, stuff that I've used since they've been released, and I just love them. When I was looking, they had over 40 different lip products. 40 different lip products, not 40 different shades, not like 40 different, but like 40 different lip products. Different kind of lip glosses. They have like 8 different liquid lipstick formulas. Why? And I tried to compare it to a brand that I think is doing good right now when it comes to inexpensive makeup, and that is ColourPop. And we keep thinking, oh my god, ColourPop is releasing so many things. They're always coming out with more and more things. But like, so is NYX, but it goes under the radar. But they keep releasing more and more formulas. ColourPop, they're releasing lip products like, what, twice a month? but it's usually the same lip products. I think they have like 10 or 11 different lip formulas, like lip liners, they have like 2 different lip glosses, and they have a lip oil and a lip tint, and they have 2 different liquid lipstick, one that's a bit more moussey and one that dries down, and then they have the lipsticks and they have the lipsticks, and I think, like, that's it. Oh, they have the lip tints as well, those pens, like the chubby lip pens, but they don't have as many different, like, they have 2 different liquid lipstick formulas. And I mean, granted, I don't like any of them, but still, that's besides the point. I'm just saying, why does NYX keep insisting to bring out new formulas all the time? Why don't they just do, this is our lipstick formula in a matte, and then they just do that? They come out with more shades of that in new collections instead of just coming out with new formulas all the time. Because when I look at NYX, even though I've tried so many things from the brand, I don't feel like I know the brand. Because they have like 20 different eyeliners. Not 20 different colors, which would make sense, but like 20 different formulas. Why? Why are there so many different ones? Just have a pen and have a liquid and let that be it. Why are there so many different ones? Like, it makes no sense. Because there are so many different underlines. This is the Bear With Me underline, which is this primer as well. And I think they're discontinuing this entire line. But this line makes no sense because it's like the skin tint and a primer. And it also has like eyebrow products and like a face mist. And I've heard that those are great too. Why are they discontinuing this entire line? Probably because people don't know this line. But if they just released a tinted skin veil and not made a full line around it and just had it in the permanent line, I don't think that it would like not sell. Like, I don't understand. And it's the same with this one. We're getting into the high glass later. I think that they discontinued this entire line as well. Why did they feel the need to come out with a whole collection called high glass? Why didn't they just do... Why don't they just have a highlighter formula? Or like 2 different highlight formula. They can have a powder one and they can have a liquid one, or they can have 3, like a putty one, like, which makes sense because they do putty highlighters really good. Where's my concealers? But then when they come out like with a line like that and they just discontinue the entire line, they lose that amazing formula. Why are they doing so many different sub collections that make no sense? This is how much I love this concealer. This is my holy grail concealer. I think it is such a great concealer. But I don't know if they're keeping this or not. With my luck, I guess not. But it's really great. Yeah, I'm confused. And there's nothing wrong with like having a Born to Glow series, I guess, having a couple of products in there. I mean, other brands do the same. Like Urban Decay has that Naked, and Colourpop has the hyaluronic something something series. There's nothing wrong with that, but when you have like 10 or 12 of those, it just makes no sense. And every time they come out with a limited edition like Valentine's collection or Christmas collection, it's always new formulas. It's never like tried and true formulas that people love in new shades and new packaging, which is usually what sells, I think. It's always new formulas, and then you end up having them on the NYX website for years. Like, you can still buy lip products that were like limited edition lip products from years ago on their site. And I'm not saying they're old products. I'm just saying, then if you want to do that, like, have it and then let it be gone, because you can't have 40 plus different lip formulas on your website. It's ludicrous. This is my holy grail powder. This is like my fifth one, I'm not sure. It's a beautiful powder. It is the HD pressed powder in Banana. It has a little bit of color. It's a little bit, not yellow, but it's like a vanilla. It has a bit of a yellow undertone. It's smooth and silky, and I think it sets my makeup without making it look too like crepey or dry. It just is a beautiful powder. I really love it. I've heard this is being discontinued too. This series I know for a fact is being discontinued. This has been on sale in pretty much every country that I've looked at. The High Glass. This is the thing. This is one of the best shimmery finishing powders I've ever tried. Expensive, inexpensive. And because they're discontinuing this entire series, this is disappearing. And why didn't they just release this within a line that was like doing good? Because I think they are keeping the Born to Glow. I think they're keeping this. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that people are liking that series. Why don't you just expand on a series that people like the Born to Glow, and just add a finishing powder? Because when you're coming out with the full new one, like the High Glass, and this High Glass, it had 3 products. It had the putty highlighters, which are great. It had the glowy primer, which is great, and it had this glowy finishing powder, which is great. But for some reason it's being discontinued. I'm not the person that usually says like, oh, just name everything the same thing, because I think we're all a bit tired of the Urban Decay naming everything naked. But at least you know they're in the same group. At least you know like they're like meant to be together. And if this had been the Born to Glow finishing powder, I would not have been surprised at all. It would have made so much sense, and now it's disappearing. Why? They have so many different powders as well. It's too many different products, and I don't know. It's so confusing why some staple products like a glowy finishing powder is considered limited edition. Why? Just make certain colors limited edition, certain limited edition packaging or palettes or stuff like that. Don't make staple products like finishing powders in a collection that you are discontinuing after like, what, a year or 2. I don't understand. And it's such a shame because this is such a good powder. I actually don't have a NYX bronzer, and when I looked at the website, they actually did not have that many like bronzers and like stuff like that to choose from. So I guess that is one of the categories that they have not been diving into entirely. So I also have 2 brow products from NYX. I have the the brush tip liner, not felt tip, and the brow glue. So I'm gonna put some just some brow powder in my brows. I'm gonna do a little bit of bronzer, and I'll be back and we can continue because there's a lot left. So I'm using this, what is it called? The Lift and Snatch. This one comes in a bunch of different colors. It is a brush tip applicator, not a felt tip applicator. It is super thin, very easy to work with. Such a flexible and like easy brush to work with. I always use something like this to draw in hairs, and I've used quite a few different ones of these. Like I've used MAC, Lime Crime, Urban Decay. I've used what's its face? I've used Maybelline, I've used L'Oreal, I've used quite a few. I've used the Anastasia one. I have used the one that's from I don't remember. Benefit. This is the best one by far. By far is this the best one. I want to try the new from Colourpop because I saw that they're coming out with a new one. I'm actually going to talk about that today in my new makeup releases. Well, that is already gone up when you're seeing this, but this is one of my holy grail products. I'm using it in Ash Brown, and I think it's a really nice one. It's so easy to draw in hairs with. I've had it for months, and it's nowhere near to be like dry or anything. It's so easy to work with. And it's so affordable, and this is better than all the high-end ones I've tried. So that is one of those things. I really hope they don't discontinue it. But it's the same with brows. They have so many different brow products, and it's like, I get it, I really do. But also it's like, do you need that many? Do you need that many brow products? Because I think they have like 10. And I'm like, it makes me worried when they have that many products in a range that they're gonna discontinue the one that I want. This was something that came out this year. This is the brow glue. I know a lot of people really love this. The reason why I am not head over heels for this one is that it is a little bit slimy. Like, you have to really like take it off the brush, but it works really good, and the spoolie is really nice. The packaging is awful though because it's see-through, and when you use this, the more you use it, the more you're gonna get like, it's gonna be gunky in there and you're gonna be able to see it. Like, it's one of those things I don't want to see. But it is a really good product. It's just a little bit slimy, so if you don't take off your brush, you are gonna get it everywhere. But again, this is a really good product. it's one of those products that got a little bit of hype for NYX, and I'm happy for them. It just, when you get to fall in love with NYX products, they're usually being discontinued, so if I jinx this one now, I'm sorry. I have two different blushes from NYX. These are actually really nice. It's the Sweet Cheeks blushes. The packaging though, I mean, it's looking... Okay, here's the thing. Sometimes when I say that like cheap makeup has cheap packaging, there's people that are like, yeah, of course. I mean, it's not like you're not gonna get good packaging for an affordable price. But I disagree. There is a lot of drugstore brands right now, or like affordable brands, that are really elevating the packaging to make it look cute, to make it look really nice and appealing. And this is just a black plastic square with a see-through plastic, and it's like, it's a bit so. And I feel like what NYX really needs, this is in Summer Breeze. This is a powder shimmer bronzer, but I'm gonna use this one for the first time. This is Sweet Cheeks Soft Cheek Tint in Almost Famous. It is an orangey, like, cream blush, and I bought this because I love an orange cheek. And I also have been really into cream products like everyone else lately. And I just wanted to try it out and see if it's any good. This packaging I like. This is cute packaging because every like of these components is the same color as the... ooh, and it's one of these? That's nice. See, this I like. This is really nice. And this is the thing. Sometimes they get it right. How much are you supposed to take? Sometimes they get it really right and it just ends up being something really cute. And then... Okay, this is pigmented. Don't do what I do, kids. Useless. Let me see if I can put some on this side. Sometimes they get it right and they get really cute packaging that looks really cute. Because I don't hate this packaging either. It's a bit easy, but it's nice, it's cute. But sometimes it just looks so... I don't know. It looks like 1999 drugstore. And I feel like we have come further than that. This is just too much. I mean, we can all see that. I'm just going in with the sponge that I used for foundation, and I just need to take this down a bit. This is very pigmented, people. Beware. I feel like that is a little bit easier. I'm just gonna use a little bit on this side, just to even out, because I feel like there's more on this side. I do love a blushy look though, but I mean, I don't need to be that crazy. Okay, so this is a really nice product. It's matte. It's matte, and I feel like it was pretty easy to blend out, but it is extremely pigmented. But it's nice to see that they're bringing some like cream products to the drugstore market as well. And that is the thing, like, they're always on top of trends. They're always doing like really fun things with their brand. Like these like putty highlighters are so beautiful, it's crazy, but I don't feel like enough people are talking about it, and that's another thing that I wanted to talk about, and that is PR. I do get some product in PR from NYX, but I live in Sweden. In case you didn't know, I live in Sweden, and in Sweden, NYX has their own team that is sending out PR, and I feel like I see more people in the Nordics get PR from NYX than I see people in the US get PR from NYX. I cannot name a single person that is living in the US that I know that get PR from NYX. And I'm not saying that PR is everything, but for a lot of YouTubers that get a lot of things in PR, it ends up being like going out to find even more products when you have so many products at home, and especially trying to maneuver a brand like NYX that just has so many products. It just makes it easier for YouTubers or for Instagrammers to just skip it, to just skim over it and just skip it, because they're not getting sent it as PR and the range is just too big, and it's hard to know when there's so many things and you don't really know what's new or not, because they're not really posting on their socials either. When they're releasing something new, it just pops up. It just pops up and they're stored, it just pops up on Ulta. So in social media world, they're not even hyping themselves up. They're not telling people that they're releasing new stuff. They're not sending it out PR. And it just makes them like a bit of a stranger in the social media world. Let me get rid of this plastic. Because it's like, what are you releasing? When are you releasing it? What is your special collections? Like when they were releasing limited edition for Christmas or for Valentine's Day, it's not really that cute. Like the packaging, it's not elevated enough for people to want to buy a special collection from them. Because I still see things available on their website and here in Sweden as well from like past limited edition collections. It's still on the website. It's not sold out and it's not cute enough. And I know it's the inside that should be selling the products and not the outside. But in this day and age when there are so many things to choose from, you kind of have to be the whole package. I don't have a NYX eyeshadow primer, even though I've heard those are pretty good, but so I used my Sigma one. But we are gonna dive into this palette. This is the Ultimate Shadow Palette in Ultimate Utopia. Again, the packaging. This, I understand with drugstores in the US that things have to be see-through so that people can see them because you can't swatch things. I get that 1,000,000%. But other brands, again, seem to do better packaging, and it's not like NYX is super affordable. And it's even more expensive in Sweden. Like in Sweden, sometimes, like a big NYX palette is the same price as an Anastasia palette. And it's like, for this kind of packaging, it makes no sense. Some NYX products are really affordable though in Sweden. So for some things, it does make sense, and for some, it just does not. Am I making sense? Not really, but I'm just gonna be using some of these things, and I think that that's the whole thing. Like when you're paying for something, you are paying not only for the product, but you're also paying for the experience of owning it, the experience of having it at home, picking it up. You're paying for the packaging, you're paying for the whole shebang. And when it comes to NYX, the price doesn't really reflect the experience. And I feel like they just stopped trying to make their product look cute. Some of them they're doing really good with, like this one. This is really nice packaging. I really like this packaging. And I do know after seeing it in real life that they actually are like different. The color of the packaging is different depending on what color of the blush it is. But then some things are just not looking that cute at all. Like this. Just makes no sense for such a great product, because the product inside is beautiful, but they're not selling me the dream. That packaging is not telling me there's a gem hidden inside here. That package is telling me you're going straight to the bargain bin, and it's a shame because usually the products from NYX are really good. It's just so hard to be sold on the idea of it when you're seeing the packaging together with that price tag. I hadn't used NYX eyeshadows for a hot minute, and last time I used NYX eyeshadows I was like, these are fine, they're nothing more, they're fine. But I have heard that they have changed up their formula since then, and I am gonna be 1,000,000% honest with you, it's been at least 2, maybe 3 years since I used their eyeshadows, so it's pretty unfair for me to assume that nothing has happened during that time. And I will say, just based on these 2 eyeshadows, and based on also the reviews that I've heard of NYX eyeshadows lately online, it seems like they've improved their formula, and it's nice. This is really nice. It's pigmented, it's blendable. The color story is really beautiful in this palette, and I kind of like the idea that they're doing, because you can buy this Utopia one, you can buy it in the big one, which is a really big palette, which is not what I like. And you can buy it in this one, the smaller one, and I kind of like that the sizes of the pans are a little bit smaller. And they also have those, is it 5-pan palettes, I think? Like a smaller version. And I like that they're having options. This one is really nice. It's buildable, it's pigmented, you're able to deepen it up. I like it. I feel like I want to use this teal and blend it out with this mint under my eyes. Just to like use as many shades as possible. Ooh, that's really nice, like smoky, almost a grayish teal. It's a bit of an unusual color of teal even. It's almost like a muted smoky teal. And then that muted, almost sea foamy mint. I'm just using a little bit to blend out the edge a bit. I really want to use this lime green on the lid, so we're definitely doing that. And I feel like maybe, or should I do, I really want to use this one in my inner corners and a bit on my lower lash line, but maybe we'll do the lime green first. I'm excited. I'm excited about these shadows. They are performing a lot better than I remember NYX being. This one is a little bit it's a little bit flaky, but I can tell just, it picked up really good, but I can tell just by how this is in the pan that this is gonna be one of those that's probably gonna foil really good. So let's see. Yeah, that is so pretty. I'm sure if you don't want to spray it, I'm sure that over like a concealer or a sticky base, you're gonna be able to get the same result. I just think that, or maybe using your finger as well. I just think that going in with this as it is dry, you're probably gonna get some fallout. I'm just gonna use a little bit of the purple and just see if I can diffuse this a bit. That is very opaque and very pretty. I am gonna finish this up with this like almost not minty green, but like a little bit, yeah, maybe minty, but there's no blue. It's like a very light green metallic. I'm spraying that as well, and I'm gonna put that in my inner corners. Oh, that is so cute. And I'm gonna pull it on my lower lash line as well. I feel like that is really cute, right? I actually don't have a liquid liner left from NYX. I really do like the Epic Ink liner. The only problem with it is that once it starts to run out, the packaging, for me at least, became a little bit faulty. Like with time, the packaging became a little bit faulty and it started to leak, which is not ideal with the liquid black liner. So I actually don't have that anymore. What I do have is these like faux black, oh no, this is a lip liner. Wait, let me get out the pencils that I have. I have the faux black and the faux white liners. These are still available. These are great liners at the drugstore. I have burnt sienna and I have black olive. Basically, the faux blacks are like faux, I guess you would, because it is a French word. But faux or faux? I'm not entirely sure which is the French and which is the Englified version of the French word. Either way, the white ones are like almost white. They have a hint of something, and the black ones are almost black. Like they have a hint of something. Like this is an olive and this is a burgundy. I think I'm gonna use this. That is the honeydew. It is like an, oh, this one needs to be sharpened, but it's like a slight green tint, almost white, slight green tint. I do like the black ones more than I like the white ones though, because the white ones, they don't have enough of a tint, but the ones that are like almost black, they're great. So I'm gonna use this one, and I'm gonna do, I don't have any mascara either. I have the Worth the Hype mascara, which was definitely not worth any kind of hype because I thought it was a pretty mediocre mascara, but I've seen other people love it, but it didn't fit my lashes. Okay, so I put some lashes on and I also did some lip liner. Here's another thing. They have so many different lip liners. Why? This is the suede lip liners, and they also have the slim lip liners. Same packaging, just a different font, and I think the reason why they did these suede ones is because they have corresponding colors to the suede lipsticks. But listen, they're basically the same formula as the slim lip liners. You could have just come up with new colors in that line. You didn't have to do a new product. Makes no sense. But I couldn't find though the corresponding colors. I found the lip liner in Moonwalk, and I'm gonna do the lipstick in Munchies. This is a very cool tone taupe. The Moonwalk one is an even more grayish, darker taupe, so similar enough. This like suede lipstick formula is a lipstick formula that I really like. I'm pretty sure this formula has like silicones in it, because it's but it's like silicones in a good way. It feels nice and it looks matte. It's like a comfort matte. It goes on really nice. It feels comfortable, but it looks matte. And this is a nice comfort matte formula. Smells very sweet in a good way, not a weird taste. Very cool colors. They have some nudes, they have some more, like not bold, but different ones like this. This was a really good release. And I'm not even sure if it's available still, but if you're looking for a good, affordable bullet lipstick in a matte formula, I recommend these. Pretty sure I even mentioned them as a favorite at some point in time. I also, here's the thing. Remember I said that they have like 40 different lip formulas, and they do have more than 40 different lip formulas. Despite all of that, this is what I could find. I have some more lip liners as well. I have a couple of the suede matte lipsticks left. I have 2 of the NYX lip lingeries left, the liquid lipsticks, because I really like them. They have so many lipstick formulas. I have mine in Seduction and Exotic, which is the 2 favorite colors that I have. And I also have the same lip lingeries in the Crayon, also in Exotic, because I love Exotic so much. If you didn't know, oh, that video, I don't know if it's live. It might be live. I did compare Exotic, like the tone of this color is very similar, not a dupe, but it's like a similar tone, like a toned down nude red, like the Walk of No Shame from Charlotte Tilbury. They're a similar type of red, let me put it like that. Let me sum it up with a couple of points why I think NYX has gone the way it has and what I would wish to see from the brand. Not that I'm here to save them and not that I think that they need saving, these are just my opinions. Okay, so just to sum it up a little quick and easy, what I think. The packaging doesn't reflect neither the price or what's inside. There are too many subgroups of products. There are too many different lines that contain too many different formulas. You don't need that many different powders, that many different lip products, that many different eye pencils. Just edit yourself and have less formulas, just come up with new colors. And also, I like, where's the promotion? NYX used to be one of like social media's brightest stars. And I'm not saying that social media is the end all be all. It is not. Always when I say that, there are always people being like, there are people that buy makeup that don't look as... Yes, there is. But trust me, few things have such an impact to sell out things quickly and to hype something up as social media has. There are definitely people out there just going to buy products, but those are not the people that sell out products. Those are not the people to hype up products, to make them hyped to the point where people buy them even though they were not intending to buy them. And that is what brands need if they want to sell out quickly. And NYX is not selling out quickly. Where's the PR? Where is the hyping up new launches on social media? They keep releasing new things all the time, and I rarely mention it in my new makeup releases because nobody thinks to check NYX. Nobody thinks to check them. They're not posting on social media when they're releasing new things. Nobody's hyping them up on social media. They're not being shown on like Trend Mood and stuff like that because the things that they're releasing, it's just all secret. Did you know that they released a new highlighter duo, by the way? Did you know that? It looks beautiful. It hasn't released in Sweden yet. Did you know that? I bet you didn't. Because nobody's talking about it. Because it's all just so secretive. Like, nobody knows what's going on with the brand. And yeah, it's a shame. Because look at this. The eyeshadow is beautiful. The base is beautiful. The highlighter, the lip color, all of these products are good products. This is a full face of good products. Some of my absolute holy grail products are from NYX. But they're discontinuing my favorites at a rapid speed, alarming rapid speed. And it's, I can't keep up. Nobody can keep up with the brand. Edit yourself. Let me know, what are your favorite products from NYX? And did you try something from NYX that you really disliked? As I've tried things from NYX that I did really dislike. The Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. Absolutely hated it. The brow pomade, absolutely hated it. Like, there are products from NYX that I just don't like, but all in all, I think that they have mostly hits. And it's a shame that, I don't want to say they disappeared, but like, they're a bit incognito. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think about the look. Let me know your favorite NYX product. Am I missing out? Am I missing out on your favorite NYX product? I would love to know about it. Don't forget to subscribe as well because I'm gonna have a video tomorrow as well, and I will see you then.